Hey Betta Babes, what's up? It is ItsAnnaLouise, and today I'm going to make my very first purchase for my brand new house. So I thought it would be fun to take you guys along so you can be there to witness it with me. I have quite a few things to do, so I was just really excited to pop on here and bring you guys with me to make this very first purchase for my house. It's a decoration item and it's for fall, which is coming up so soon, although I wish time would slow down because what is time anymore? But anyway, I'm excited, and if you are interested in watching, of course, a vlog about stuff that happens in my life, I have a very important doctor's appointment this week regarding my broken butt. And so there's a lot going on. If you're interested in watching, then just stay here and let's begin. Okay guys, it is time to talk. It's been a rough day. Boy, has it been a rough day. Golly. Okay. I've been gone all day at the doctor's. 2 different doctors. The first one I went for my checkup about my butt, my tailbone. It didn't go like I thought it would at all. I got there, I went in, and they said that he wanted to have some x-rays so he could see my tailbone better and have like a permanent thing so that we could go in there and look at it together. So I went and got x-rays of my tailbone. and we went and looked at it. I'm gonna insert pictures of it on screen for you guys. Yeah, it's pretty much to a 90 freaking degree angle, and it shouldn't be that way. It should have a natural, like, little soft baby curve and just nicely roundabout. But no, I pretty much got this 90 degree angle shiz going on. So, of course, I know that it's bad, whatever, but I'm just hoping and praying that I can have something done to help me. And essentially, he's just like, there's really nothing that can be done. Like, no physical therapy, no medicine, no whatever. And that the only surgery that could be done, and get this, so the only surgery that could be done is he said it'll be very painful and very hard. And you know what it is? The surgery would be to remove my tailbone. Imagine. And he said it's just not worth it, and that he doesn't know if it's what's causing any of my pain or not, but he doesn't seem to think that it was what would be causing the pain I've had for 5 years. Just because it's close to it, it's like right on it, but it's not, okay, that, I shouldn't have worded it that way. It's right by it, like right at the beginning of it, but it's not like in the middle of it, like all the nerves that are affected of mine. So I don't know, because I don't know when I broke it. If I knew when I broke it, then that would help. That would tell me at least a good indication on, you know, I don't know. I'm honestly depressed thinking. It just messes with my depression just thinking about it, because what if there's like that slim chance that it was what was causing my pain and nothing's gonna be done about it? I don't know. But besides that, he really just basically wanted to talk to me about the baby portion of it for whenever I do get pregnant and have a baby. He showed me where the baby's head will technically be in my body in comparison to my tailbone, and that my OBGYN will have to measure it and look at it really closely, because if it's not in the right position, and the baby's head, like when I'm birthing the baby, that he was like, I can just see it snapping your tailbone right in two, and I was like, awesome. So depending on what my baby doctor thinks, whenever I do get pregnant and have a baby, I'm not pregnant, so that's not right now, but whenever that does happen, I don't know, it'll either be barely okay, where he will think I will be able to have a baby through, you know, the normal natural way, or if I will have to have a C-section. So looks like we'll see. But that was that doctor. And now for the scary, well, it's all scary. I'm 22 and my body's failing me, and it's the most upsetting feeling in the world. So basically, recently, so 2 things that I do know that I have, that I don't know that I've really mentioned to you guys before, but since I've been doing my health recently on vlogs, let's just get into it a little bit. I do have fibromyalgia, and I do have chronic Epstein-Barr virus. Epstein-Barr virus is the technical clinical term for mono, the kissing disease, what it may be known. It's a very, very, very terrible kind of virus that you can get that lasts for a month or more. It's really debilitating, screws you up big time. And there's not really much that can be done for it, right? It's also highly contagious. So your girl has chronic mono, technically, right? So that means it just never goes away from me. So I always have it a little bit, which always makes me feel like crap, which goes hand in hand with also with my fibromyalgia. So with that being said, and I'm not going to get too deep into it, but just to say, with your mono, there's 2 different levels. There's one that's the acute level, which is active mono, which is the heightened, where you get extra sick and you're contagious. And the other levels is the levels that make the virus stay in you. The normal levels is like 0 point something, and mine are so out of whack, they're in the multiple hundreds. And I can't even explain how crazy that is, but it's crazy. And so it's really bad. But with that being said, the acute mono, like the bad contagious, like the extra painful, comes back with me. It's came back twice, and I've been in a lot of pain the last few days, right? And so I've assumed that it has came back. But the pain has increasingly gotten worse, and it started Sunday when I lost vision in my right eye. Love that for me. No, I was eating dinner with my husband, and all of a sudden I lost vision in my right eye. I could not see. So it was like this big white circle. So it was half my like it was, so I could see peripherally, but like if I looked right at, let's say my phone, I was texting, there would be a blank screen. Like I would not be able to read the text. It lasted for about 30 minutes. People said maybe it's just an ocular migraine. So I said that sounds reasonable. Didn't think about it. Increased, so after 30 minutes that went away, I could see, but I had a headache, a nerve headache. For the last few days, I've just gotten worse. I'm in a lot of pain, but my body is in so much pain. I know I'm playing it off well, and I'm sitting here, but if I could only describe to you the amount of pain that I'm feeling, it's just, it scares the living daylights out of me. The worries that go through my head with this are out of this world, because I'm so frightened. I am so frightened. My body is in so much pain, you guys, from the chest up. So it's my lower back, spine, and then chest up is really killing me. And today's been the worst. So we decided to go to urgent care because I need to get tested to see if the acute mono is reactivated. Like if I'm gonna be going through the bad again, like the really bad. It's all bad, but the extra bad, right? So I get to the urgent care, and so the virus, I'm just gonna call it the virus. I think we all know which one I'm talking about, the 2020 virus, you know. I just don't want to say it because I think YouTube is being weird about people saying it. So that virus, right? I do have symptoms of it, but those are also symptoms of the flu. There's symptoms of many different things, right? And that's not every one of the symptoms. So when I was talking about it to the guy, he strongly recommended that I get tested, because he said now at this point people with even little symptoms are getting tested and they're actually positive. So it's few and far between, and he recommends it because even though not every single one of the symptoms line up with the CDC guidelines, I still do, you know. So I said I'll think about it. I didn't really know if I wanted to go through that or not, but I needed to get tested for mono, right? So I kind of had a horror story with this visit. So they were going to do a rapid test, which is like a less accurate test that comes back immediately, and they're going to do the blood test, which is drawing my blood, and it actually takes a couple of days to come back because they obviously have to send my blood off to the lab. So that I knew for sure that they were going to do, and I'm so used to having needles in my body, including weird places. I'm not scared of needles. Stick needles in my body all day, I do not care. I've said this before in other lives. I've had 7 shots in my you know what down there multiple times. I just had a procedure I was awake for. They don't scare me. The nurse comes in. The rapid fire one is a finger prick. I just asked her to count to 3 before she did it because my anxiety, I don't like the fastness of a fast finger prick. Every time in my life that I've ever asked a nurse or somebody to do that, they've always been fine. She looked up at me, like she was opening the stuff, and then she looked up at me, stared at me, and was like, and kind of gave me this weird look, and then she's like, you gonna give me trouble when I draw your blood too? I felt so offended. No one's ever reacted to me like that before, but I felt offended because I am so tough. My husband always calls me like the toughest person I know. My bestie Kelsey, if you're watching this, she always calls me like the toughest person that she knows. People tell me I'm tough. I know I'm tough. If you only knew the amount of crap I go through. So I was just getting mad in my head. And I was telling her, I'm like, no. I was like, unfortunately, I'm used to this. I'm used to this. I literally have needles in my body all the freaking time. And as far as that goes, I have 9 tattoos. I have a really big one right there on my thigh. Like, no, I'm not going to give you problems. And I thought in my head, at that point, I'm like, watch her not even be able to draw my blood. Because you know how sometimes you go to get your blood and some of the ones cannot do it. They cannot find a vein and they have to dig and they mess you up. Because for some reason, they're just not as good. Well, guess what? After she did my finger prick and then got ready to draw my blood, she sat there forever and she couldn't find it. And she was digging the needle all around in my arm and my veins. She couldn't get it. so she couldn't get it, so she asked if I could come back tomorrow. So I didn't even, so yeah, I don't know. You can see the mark on my arm. See right there, I know it's blurry, sorry, but that's the mark on my arm. She couldn't even get anything. And so I gotta go back tomorrow morning and get my blood drawn, and she told me to drink a lot of water, so that's what I'm trying to do. You guys know I hate water, but anyway. So that happened, but the rapid fire one came back, and they do say it's not as accurate, and I'm just holding on to hope because it came back negative, and I want it to come back positive because I'm in so much pain and I have so much unknown. I just want it to come back positive so at least I'll know what it is. But I gotta go back in tomorrow to get my blood work done, which will take a couple days to see if I've got mono. But then, listen to this. I got tested for the you-know-what. I went ahead and gave in because he highly recommended it. I'm strong. I mentioned that before. Any kind of pain, I deal with it on the daily. That test was painful. Don't let anyone tell you it's not. Oh my God. Getting tested for the freaking you-know-what was so painful. Oh my Lord. And the same girl did it who tried to do my blood, and by the way, she said, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I had a really hard time getting to your nasal passage. And I was like, of course. It was so painful. First of all, I was laughing because for some reason I laugh when I'm in pain sometimes, or I laugh in awkward situations. The doctor even heard me when I came out, and he was like, it must have not been too bad you were laughing. And I said, don't let my laughing fool you. After I laughed and she finally got to the spot she needed it, I was in so much pain. I was scooting down in the chair and I was like, oh my God, like I would yell out in pain. When I got done, I was so relieved. I bent over like this in the chair and I was like, praise Jesus. I literally was like, praise Jesus. I'm telling you guys, getting tested for the you-know-what hurts like heck. Don't let anyone try to act like it doesn't just to make you not nervous, because then you will feel the pain and be like, beach, you done lied to me. Because it really does hurt. But I won't know even for a couple of days if I'm positive for that either. So that's what's going on with me. I know I've talked for a really long time. Thank you if you've sat through it and listened to it. You're a real one. A real one. If you made it this far, comment the crystal ball emoji down below if you made it this far. I want to know. The crystal ball or the ghost emoji. But thank you guys for listening to it. That's what's happening with my health at this moment. I am really, really worried and upset, and I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog now. I hope you enjoyed it. I know this was long and a lot of me talking about my health, but I do want to bring awareness to chronic illness because there's not enough and not a lot of people understand it. So this is me trying here. And I will continue to update you guys on my health and everything because you guys seem to be interested, which genuinely makes me happy. And I know I haven't got into like the deep core roots of my problems yet. I know I've just jumped in with the treatment and the this and that. And that's because I just don't feel too comfortable doing it yet. But just because, you know, I don't know, it's a sore subject. But I'll get to it. I do want to mention though, really fast, Monday is mine and my husband's 1-year anniversary. And you guys, my anniversary present, it's something I've looked forward to all year. He got me another diamond wedding band, and I will insert the picture on screen now. I'm so in love with it, and he is so sweet to have done that for me. I have been looking forward to it all year. I knew for my 1-year anniversary I wanted another diamond wedding band to go with my wedding set, and we picked it out. So that was a highlight of this crazy day. I'm in love with it. It's getting sized right now. That's why I can't show you on my finger. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. I want to thank my patrons as always. Jeremy, Maddie, Davis, Mercy, Janae, Casey, Vicky, Abby, Natalie, Jessica, Casey, Steven. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being patrons. It truly means the world to me. If you guys want to be patrons, the link will be in the description box down below. It helps me out a lot and you guys get a lot of awesome perks. And other than that, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It would truly mean the world to me if you guys would come join the family. You can do that by hitting my face right up there, and you can watch another one of my videos by clicking right down there. And it would truly mean the world to me, you guys. And I hope you guys have a great day or night or whenever you may be watching this, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.